What is up, everyone? Shadizzle here. This is episode number 4. What have I been printing? This week is special because I named this week as Dragon Week. Stay tuned. You don't want to miss it. Alright guys, welcome back. So I'm going to start off with this episode with my favorite model out of all this, Toothless. This is a very cool model. The designer of it actually put in some pre-built supports on here, which made it a very easy model to print on, very easy to cut, very easy, awesome model. In love with this model. Good job. So next up, I'm going to talk about one of my favorite ones. One of my favorite ones is from Game of Thrones. It is one of the baby dragons on the series of Game of Thrones. I'm sure a lot of people have seen this model out there. Very popular model for a good reason. Easy to print and it comes out beautiful. I did slow down my printer because I want as much detail, and I realized with this Anycubic i3 Mega, if you print pretty slow, like about 45 millimeters a second, you pretty much get rid of your layer lines. And I don't use expensive PLA. I use pretty inexpensive PLA. I primarily only use Zytec or ZYTech. It's very inexpensive. It's not the cheapest, but it's definitely not the most expensive, and I get really good quality. So it's my primary POA that I use is ZYTech. So sticking with the Game of Thrones theme is that I made this little egg. This little egg is cool because once you open it up, you can store stuff in there. Very, very cool. Very happy with this. Don't know if I'm going to put stuff in there or if it's going to be a decoration piece. As right now, I'm kind of leaning just for a decoration piece. But however, it'd be a cool little thing to put in your travel bag or whatnot. So very cool very cool print. I kind of want to make it bigger on there to stand out a little bit more. But as of right now, for the size, I'm really happy with it. Next thing is print these Aria Dragons. This is the orange that I just got with the ZYTech, and then this one I was kind of baffled by. So this right here, if you can see, it is hot pink. Now the description for this plastic, it's called red/hot pink. So when I got it, I was intrigued. The red was about the same color as this shirt here, this red. But when you print it, it actually becomes like a translucent hot pink. I'm so indifferent about this PLA. I don't know if I love it or I hate it. It kind of is one of those scenes where you're either going to love it or you're going to hate it. I don't know. Parts of me really like it. Parts of me can't stand it. I wish that it was this color and translucent. But the hot pink is pretty cool. It did make me go back to the 90s as my childhood. Because the 90s hot pink, especially where I'm from, was very popular for everybody to wear. So it kind of gave me some flashbacks of my childhood. Now, the next but not least print that I did this week, I'm a fan of it, but I'm not a fan of it. I'll explain. So it is a two-parter. One, it's this dragon. Very cool dragon. Very easy to put together. fun little dragon to build. The second part, it rests on this hand. So what you're supposed to do is have it sit up and just have it rest on the hand, and that's how it's designed. Very, very cool model. Now, let me just set this down over here. Now, I had some issues with it. My biggest issue is the file that was provided. Now I know it's free, and I'm thankful for that. I'm not trying to come off as ungrateful. Just more of a correct, like what I like to see to get this model corrected, is that the layer lines of the two models, I mean not layer lines, the lines of the where the two models match up should fit pretty flush, a lot like this egg that I just showed you guys, or a lot of other models, where when you put the puzzle pieces together, it's nice and flush. This model, I don't know if it's because of me or it's my printer, which I kind of doubt on both of those. The top half was like a little bit larger than the bottom half. Now the correct way to do it is probably, after printing it, reprinting the bottom or the top or whatnot and adjusting to the size. So that's one way of doing it. The other way is have the creator recreate it where they both match up. So the dragon itself, there is noticeable line difference when you look pretty close on it. So the other way to fix this, so if I want to make this as a pretty cool showpiece, what I would have done personally is probably paint it. And usually when I paint things where the lines meet up, I use wood filler like you do for baseboards or wood shop class or whatnot, and you put it and you dry, then you sand it, and then that gets rid of all the layer lines, and then you paint it. However, this piece here, I'm probably not going to paint on there, just because I kind of like it how it is, and it's where I'm going to be putting it at. It's a nice little showpiece. So that is it for me, guys. So this week was all Dragon Week. Stay tuned for next week. I'm pretty excited about next week's 3D printing. I'm going to start get going. As you can see over here, I'm already starting on one piece here. That's actually a failed print. Towards halfway through it, so got to reprint it. So I'm pretty excited about that. So stay tuned for that. If you want to purchase a 3D printer, I did put some links of 3D printers I do suggest, including this one that I'm using, down and below. Go ahead and use those links. If you have any questions about 3D printers, don't hesitate to hit me up. Also, I have a link to my social medias down there. So if you want some updates throughout the week of what things I'm printing or cool stuff that I go through and everything like that, definitely check that out. So give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Give me a thumbs down. Well, you guys know what to do. But if you're not a subscriber, hit that subscription button on your way out. I'll catch you guys later.